A team of search and rescuers from Mexico have joined the effort, and they're going to be working alongside a second team from Israel.
And a full investigation is underway into all of this now. The head of the Capitol Police, the Sergeant at Arms of the House and the Senate, they have all resigned.
I mean, I think that's really all we can do, and that's what a lot of folks are doing. They're clinging on to hope, they're praying, and really I think that's just all we can do.
That's right, Alina, and as you mentioned, it has been 24 hours since that shooting, and as you can see behind me, police are still on the scene investigating, combing through this massive crime scene.
Han decidido evacuar voluntariamente, ya que según el informe se han encontrado algunos daños estructurales en este edificio que se colapsó, y para estas personas eso debe ser suficiente para hacer una revisión inmediata.
But other engineers we talked to, Carlos, tell us that when they read that report, it's not unusual to see that kind of language in 40-year assessments of buildings here on the ocean, that there is going to be concrete damage.
And hi, Jackie, what was important for the candidates tonight is that they win by a majority. That's 50% plus one vote, and that's in order to avoid a runoff. And so, Jackie, we tracked about a dozen contests here in Miami-Dade.
A city building official went to that building a month after that report was given to them and told them the building was in very good shape. What resulted were delays, committee review, board resignations.
Well, good afternoon to you, Trina, from here in the nation's capital. Again, behind me, you and Jawan talking about the history-making vote that took place here just a short time ago.
But let me tell you something, Jackie. The Democrats have started a very dangerous precedent that we will then continue. Now, Ilhan Omar will not be able to say a word because I will be the first one who will denounce her on the floor, and I will request and ask my leadership to then strip her of her committee assignments, one of them being the Foreign Relations Committee, where I'm at with her.
I want to talk about COVID now, but the Biden administration is coming up with a plan to the tune of trillions of dollars.
Of course, with the masking, but the temperature checks for not only the guests, but our staff as well.
Worked with over 70 law enforcement agencies across the state. We've arrested 426 people.
I'm moving to Florida, as you know. I've already moved to Florida. And it's just a great state. We've been very successful in Florida in many ways, and certainly politically, we won the state, and quite easily.
When these three say things during the booking process,
and that they held power over state and federal law, even though the case they're sending is going to go essentially to the same court that approved my sex change.
Nosotros hacemos dinero son cámaras de uno a uno, donde la persona paga un fee, donde la persona paga una cierta cantidad de dinero.
Officers responded within a minute and a half. Within that minute and a half, subjects exchanged gunfire with the proprietor, who also fired back.
Now, Salazar, Diaz, and Jimenez all decided not to speak to us on camera during the course of all of this today.
Del Kendall Regional is less than 3 miles away from University City Bridge, where that bridge collapsed.
I've only been here for 17 years, and I've been facing discrimination and racism ever since I was born.
These people here, Lena and Keith, are actually yelling support up to the inmates, the people who have been contained.
It shouldn't have to take us like literally committing all sorts of chaos in the city just to get justice.
They're now yelling here, shut it down, shut it down.
What do we want?
Yeah, well, we just got back from Abaco about 30 minutes ago. That is one of the areas hardest hit by Hurricane Dorian. A lot of people have already left the island, but still many people have stayed, and now they're just trying to survive.
relief and recovery stalled by Tropical Storm Humberto, dumping more rain and wind on an already devastated area. In Freeport, deliveries delayed, and so are 20,000 meals.
But we will be getting there on the ground immediately as soon as the storm passes.
Meanwhile, in Abaco, cleanup and recovery continues.
Since the riot Wednesday, no matter the hour, in the darkness and in the daylight, the nation's capital has quickly turned into a place looking much like Fort Knox. Many federal buildings now sit behind metal barricades erected in the hours after the riot.
We came by just to kind of see what was going on, to see how it has transformed. I think it's such a shame, and hopefully at some point we'll get our country back.
D.C. area resident Jenny Allison told us what's transpired is painful. The high fences have gone up not just around the U.S. Capitol. There's no more just walking up the Supreme Court steps to peer into the highest court in the land.
It is heartbreaking, and I hope this doesn't impact how people are able to enjoy the actual Capitol building and the Capitol City, going forward, because when you think about it, this could change how people are able to experience buildings that really belong to all of us, right?
Yes, there's always substantial security here and a valid worry about terror threats.
Another day, another food pickup at Bridge to Hope in Southwest Dade. Vanessa Tinsley is the executive director and one of the original founders of this organization. It has a long history of helping low-income families with various needs. Right now, pressure is on the food pantry.
The demand has gone up over 500%.
And she says that is directly related to the financial toll of the pandemic.
COVID-19 has been the game changer.
Usually our morning team is out and about with some cafecito, but tonight the night team is hopping into the NBC6 cafe van and taking it on the road for a special evening edition. Bundle up and join us for a night of churros and chocolate from 8 to 11 p.m. outside Finca Table and Tap.